What's going on, guys? This is Sumner Healy. That is Kona. And it's been a long time since I've made a video on this channel, but I'm back. And today I'm gonna explain to you guys how I've developed presence in my life and how you guys can do the same. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably already turned off by the video right now, but just stick around with me. Seriously, becoming present has affected every area of my life. My fitness, my business, my relationships, everything has changed for the better. Overall, my happiness has increased from becoming present. And so I'm gonna share with you guys 5 steps that I've learned that have helped me become present that you guys can apply it to, because god dang it, being present feels so good. Let's find out. So the first and the easiest and probably the most talked about way to become more present is to really develop the habit of deep belly breathing. And so what does that mean? It means taking conscious breaths. We're going, holding, and releasing, and we're really feeling that all the way through our body. We're feeling that breath go from here all the way down and really nourishing our body. And you want to do this like 10 to 12 times. If you're in a moment that's stressful, just breathe. Take 10 to 12 deep, satisfying and nourishing belly breaths and really feel that. The next thing is to change our frame of mind. So we're always coming from this frame of like, been there, done that, I've seen that, nothing's exciting or novel anymore. But if you can engineer the way you think and adapt this beginner's mindset, where everything is new and exciting, like looking at this camera right now, I'm seeing intricacies on this camera that I've never seen before. Because so often we'll look at something and just write it off. Oh, I've seen that before, it means nothing to me. But the closer you inspect this thing and you come from a beginner's mindset, you see things that were always there all along, you just never registered them. And that's incredibly exciting. To feel that sense of novelty is really fulfilling, and it brings you right back into the present moment. Now, the next one is really just to put our attention towards what's in front of us, right? So hypothetically, let's say we're driving home from work in our car. It's been a long day, we're tired, and we're sitting there at that wheel completely zoning out. We're not driving in that moment, we're thinking about what we're gonna do for dinner that night, or what we're gonna do with our buddies, or what we're gonna do with our wife, or maybe we're in the past, maybe we're thinking about what our boss said to us, or that rude comment that our coworker said, and you're putting all your attention to that. But if you can really flip that and just put your energy towards what's in front of you, right? So if we say we're driving, let's just put all of our energy in towards driving really well. Turn it into something that's almost a game. You want to excel at this thing that you're doing right in that moment. And all of a sudden the mood changes. You're excited, you're engaged, you're actually in the moment. And that energy will carry over, so when you get home, that thing that you were thinking about doing, you're gonna do it even better now, because you're so excited about what had taken place in the present moment. I don't know if that makes sense for you guys, but you're bringing a level of enthusiasm because you're pleased with the present moment. You're not trying to avoid it and rush through it. You're really in there, feeling it and experiencing it, and it's awesome. So that's another way to become more present, is really just to put your energy and your focus on what's in front of you. So the next one is a little weird, but it's probably one of the most effective and the quickest ones that anyone can do. So if you have no background on meditating or any kind of presence work, this is super easy and you can do it like right now. So this is just pinching yourself. So you'll just grab yourself, pinch yourself, and feel that sensation. So what this does is it brings us back into our body. It makes us more aware of what we're feeling, which then makes us more aware of everything that's around us. So pinch yourself and just feel that for a second. It's weird. A lot of times these things will be occurring within our body and we won't even feel them. And so when you can come back into your body, it's a really good feeling. All right, so the next one is possibly my favorite and also probably the hardest, actually definitely the hardest one. And this is 60 seconds of non-judgment. So to look at something, it could be anything as bland and ordinary as like a pencil, all the way up to a computer or a camera or a tree, to look at it for 60 seconds, to look at it, appreciate it, but not judge it. Just to look at it for what it actually is, instead of putting these mind labels or identifying it as something in your mind, just looking at it. And this will bring us back to a much deeper level of presence than any of those other exercises will, but it definitely is the most challenging. And it's something that I struggle with and I find a very hard time to do, but I still practice at it. It's a practice, like anything. Like going to the gym, it's something you have to practice it over and over again and repeat, and then you become better at it. So it takes some repetition, but you can get it. And so let's say a tree. A tree is one of my favorite things because we see trees all the time and we instantly write them off as, oh, it's just another stupid tree. but you look at it for 60 seconds without judging it, just looking at it and just letting it shed its experience on you, you're experiencing it. You see a tree that you almost never knew could exist, and the level of happiness, and this sounds crazy saying this on camera, but the level of happiness that you develop from viewing that tree as it really is, seeing that tree in its essence instead of judging it and labeling it, is so satisfying and really brings you into the present moment in a really large way. And so that's the hardest, but the one that I recommend the most, is to view something with non-judgment. And when you can start carrying that over into your personal relationships, looking at your friends, your family, from a place of non-judgment, you become understanding. It brings out the human in you, and it's really powerful stuff. So I recommend to do this with everything that you possibly can and build up this characteristic, and it just will cross over to all parts of your life and bring a lot of good in your life. And so the last one, and my favorite one far and away, is go to the goddamn gym. Go to the gym and get present. Lift some weights. That, in my opinion, is the quickest way to get back in your body and feel present. And that's why so many times we leave the gym feeling so happy. You're just so pumped up and you don't even know why. It's because you've been present the whole entire time. You haven't been in your head thinking about what you did that day or who said what, or you're not stressing about things in the future or worrying about what happened in the past. You're simply just doing the act of lifting weights or working on a certain calisthenics movement. And that feels so good because that's all you're doing and you're deeply present to the moment. And so what I recommend for 1,000,001 reasons is that we all get in the gym. But one of the biggest reasons is because it allows us to work on that area of presence. And you don't even know that you're working on it, right? You're building the skill without even really knowing it. And then you just get better at it over time. And so this is what really has brought me towards the whole idea of developing presence is actually the gym. Because I want to know, like, why do I go to the gym and feel so happy? It's because you're present. And so I started developing this exercise in other areas of my life. And it's really carried over to everything that we do. And a lot of people will look at this and be like, well, hey man, I'm goal orientated. And so I don't have time to be present. I'm planning for the future, let's say. I'm the exact same way. I'm hyper goal orientated. And the thing is at first I was totally turned off by all of this presence work. But the thing is, being goal orientated, what you have to realize, if you're actually trying to do good work, it all happens in the present. You have no other time to do this stuff but in the present. And so that's really all that matters. It's good to make loose plans or some kind of goal for the future, but we're not stressing about it. We're not giving it too much weight because all we can control is the present. So let's be really aware of what's happening to us right now, do really good work, make goals, make plans, and we will kill it. We will do amazing things. But you have to put your energy and your focus and just work really hard in the present, and everything else in the future will fix itself and come along down the stream of life, if you will. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope you got something from this. I know a lot of you guys probably think this is some like pie in the sky crazy topic, but trust me, I was a skeptic. I was someone that did not believe in any of this like woo-woo wah-wah spiritual stuff, and I don't even consider myself very spiritual. I just am looking at it as the tangible benefits of becoming present are so much larger than some of the benefits of being goal orientated and being a future planner. And there's really no benefits, in my opinion, to being a worrywart of the past, which luckily I am not, but I know many people are plagued by that syndrome of just always looking back in the past and hyper analyzing what happened. There's no benefit to that. That's not fulfilling or helping your life in any way. What you need to do is work in the present, and amazing things will happen. So anyways guys, be sure to subscribe if you like this kind of content. I make this stuff, I love making this stuff, and I want to bring it out to as many people as possible. So tell a friend, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, get in the gym, get present, live your freaking life, have an amazing life. Peace.